I'm A.
And I'm B.
And this is AV Unfiltered.
Ask the Aunties.
All right, so we've got a good one here. We're really going to be looking for your comments. So, am I the a-hole for telling my brother he needs to find new childcare? All right. Am I the a-hole for telling my brother he needs to find his own childcare for his kids? I, a 28-year-old female, have been babysitting my brother, 25 male boy, since his oldest was born almost 4 years now. I switched my work schedule so I could be able to watch them over their overnight shifts. The parents work overnight to better help him so he and his wife can still work, and all was well for a bit until they decided to have a second kid, and I was getting super burnt out with hardly any sleep, as sometimes they wouldn't get home until 4 to 5 p.m. and I had to be up for my work by 8 p.m. So she works the overnight shift so that she can take care of the kids during the day, leaving me 3 to 4 hours of sleep a night.
Wait, can I find a sister like that? Where does one find a sister like that?
I have no idea.
She was a champion.
You're an angel on earth.
And they took her for granted.
Yes.
You can tell it. This doesn't end well.
Yes.
I can feel it. Were they paying her?
Well, we'll find out. I tried to set boundaries, but ultimately caved to their pressure along with my parents on their side. Always the parents sticking their noses in. Their
protecting
solution,
the boy, not protecting her. She's working like a dog.
Yeah. Their solution was I come home, nap, then go over to watch the boys before going home to get some more sleep, 5 to 6 hours a day. For $100 a month to watch both boys. And I gave them a 2-year timeline and told them that if they had a third child, I would be done watching them. I mean, this is highly kind of this sister to do this for a pittance, pennies on the hour.
They need to create sister labor laws.
Yes, I think so.
Oh my God, this
so.
woman was so kind.
Mm-hmm.
$100 a month. That's nothing.
It's nothing.
She could spend that in a day, half a day.
At a spa, right? She really.
But she didn't have time to go to the spa.
Yeah.
She didn't have time to do anything.
She deserves it, though. She deserves it. Well, a little bit of a twist in here. I recently lost my job, and I've been out of a job for almost 2 months. I've been applying for full-time and part-time work at all shift hours, and I finally got hired. The issue is I have 2 days of orientation this month, and I don't start part-time day shift. So there's a big change. She's going to be working the day shift until the end of April, maybe the end of May. I told my brother and his wife I'd have orientation for 2 days this month and went to remind them again yesterday, only for everything to blow up. I was basically told I'm a major F-up and disappointment that needs to grow up because when our parents pass, he's not going to keep bailing me out or helping me like I do, and that no one will be able to take those 2 days off and I have to watch the boys. Plus, he claims I never told him it was a day shift job because that won't work for him and for everyone else over, meaning someone else will have to watch the boys.
How dare anyone tell someone else how to live their life?
Yeah, I know. I think if you were to go to the dictionary and look up the definition of entitlement, I think we would see this brother there with his picture next to the definition.
Well, the fact that he claims she never told him, that's horrible.
Yeah.
How dare he say that? And where was his wife in this conversation? And that's what happens when you do something for somebody that's not of value. They don't feel it.
They don't value it.
They don't value you, and then they grow to think that that's what you're supposed to do.
Right.
It's really the doormat syndrome. If you let people walk all over you, they think that's your place, under their feet. And he thought that no matter what, when she moved forward for the rest of her life for his kids, she was always supposed to work nights just to keep his kids. Didn't they ever think they had to plan forward for somebody else? These people.
Well, they're young because the brother's just 25. Okay, so his brain just finished developing.
It didn't develop much.
I don't think so.
No, he wasn't feeding it enough something to make it develop.
Yeah.
For him to treat her like that.
Yeah. So after a lot of tears on my part, I would be so mad. My brother would never talk to me this way.
Mine either.
Because he get a whooping. And arguing, I told him I can't pass up a job that's willing to pay me when I have no other job prospects at the moment, and that I will be going to orientation for those 2 days this month, and he has until the end of April to find alternate childcare. Now neither he nor his wife will talk to me other than to ask when the baby last had a bottle or when walking in the door because they now have to figure out childcare. Am I the a-hole? Absolutely, absolutely not.
She said absolutely.
Yes. That means how serious. And I'm going to go on another rant. I went on in a previous story that we did. Again, this just shows how little our society values the care of children. $100 a month is nothing. The fact that this woman changed her life, her shift, so she could work overnight so you and your wife could work during the day, she's an angel on earth. The fact that you paid her $100 a month for this is criminal. And the fact that you're not speaking to her now because she is actually taking care of herself so she can support herself is so ungrateful. You are the brother and the wife, you are the most ungrateful people I've heard of in a long time. And you know, again, we need to make some serious changes in our society that values childcare because it's important. If children are important, then the care of those children is important. And we need to value the workers, and they're mostly women, who take care of these children. It is the hardest job on earth, which is why I never became a mother, because I didn't want to work that hard. And I was very honest about it up front. You know, you'll remember our conversations.
Oh, yes. She
like,
knew it going in.
Yeah, I was like, this is too much work, and I am not up for it.
Dating her if you wanted kids, it was a deal breaker.
Yeah. And luckily my husband said, I'm done, so we're good.
I want you to speak in the comments how you feel about how child care is taken seriously in this country. I mean, people who do have issues, parents who work should receive some type of stipend for child care. Especially single mothers should receive some type of stipend for child care when they are working, because it's nearly impossible. And I just want everybody to take seriously what they do with their children while they're working. And are you guys treating your child care workers with the respect they are due? Let us know if you know of people who take advantage of their child care workers. Let us know what you think about moving forward and helping build legislation around child care assistance for working families.
Yeah, because this is you know, this is a problem that affects families of all income levels. I follow this one woman on social media. Her name is Paige Connell, and she's really outspoken about this. And you know, she has admitted that she and her husband make $100,000 each, so they make $200,000 a year, and they spend,
which doesn't go far. It really doesn't.
No, and
it's still living paycheck to paycheck.
Right, and
just so you know.
They live in a high-income city, and they spend, according to, if I can remember this correctly, $70,000 a year on child care.
Easily.
And some people say, well, why don't you quit your job? And
why?
Because if
why quit a job?
Right, precisely, because you're saying goodbye to $30,000 that you would have had, and also a parent, and usually woman, who stays home, her earning potential is damaged for the rest of her life. And she will never, if she takes 5 years off, she will never be able to get that time again.
She
as
won't
far
get
as
the
her
time
career.
back, but we're gonna just
As
speak
far
for
as-
everybody who does step out of the workforce for whatever reason. You can rebrand yourself. There are ways to pivot. There are ways to accelerate whatever you want to earn.
Right, but it does hurt
But
you.
traditionally, supposedly it hurts. But I know many people who are able to really spring back and spring forward.
Right, but it still hurts you 401k wise, and it hurts you Social Security wise, if we still have Social Security when
And that's very
these people
true.
are
Yes.
waiting to retire.
You lose your long-term investments that
Mhm.
came out of your checks.
It makes a big financial difference for parents who do take that time off. Now, I had always hoped that I would be able to, like support my husband in a way he deserved to be, spoiled and, riding his bike all the time and working out and getting all hunky for me so that when I come home he was like there with a Diet Coke.
Come get it,
eyes,
baby.
yeah. But journalism does not pay that well, so that was never the case that happened. And being a journalist, I have worked overnight shifts for a long time, and it takes a huge toll
It really
on
does.
your body. It takes a huge toll on your health. Women who work overnights
And mental health,
Yes.
because your brain does something different. I recently
you don't get enough
had
stress.
to work the World Baseball Classics, which are in Tokyo. So I was working overnight, and I forgot what day it was.
Yeah, you forget what day it was. You forget it really takes a huge mental toll on you. It takes a huge physical toll on you. Women who work overnights, there's studies that say they have higher rates of breast cancer because you're not getting, your body is made to rest at night. I mean, your brain needs to reset. Your body needs to reset. And she was willing to work overnights for you. I'm sorry, dude. You are the most entitled, let's get it out.
Well, see, the family supported him in that thinking as well.
Yeah.
I don't understand how they all that time didn't plan ahead to have someone else step in, and
Well,
why they didn't research what they could do in terms of childcare.
Well, I just feel like this is a low income family.
Even
And
low
then it's just
income
like
families
rolling
learn.
the dice sometimes.
Yeah, true. But then they get a hustle going. They get a little side job. Maybe it's time for one of them to get another job
Yeah.
to pay for childcare.
Yeah, definitely.
A couple nights a week, one or both of them could step out and get another part-time job.
Start a lemonade stand at the
It-
farmer's market or whatever you need to do.
Exactly.
I mean, it's as parents, it is your obligation to raise your children. And it does take a village. I
It does.
realize that, but it is your responsibility.
And if the family's upset about the sister not helping, why don't they put their body where their mouth is and step in and start helping with the childcare?
Yeah. I cannot say more. Preach. That's all I can say. Preach.
She has preached it. And that is A.
And that is V. And this is AV Unfiltered.
And you have asked the aunties.